Mackey Motors in Lake City is the place to find new and certified used vehicles, along with a knowledgeable and helpful sales staff. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City.
Welcome back here to our coverage of IKM-Manning and Arweva Baseball on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM KCIM. Max Nielsen joining us here tonight. Max, what an outstanding game. First of all, for you on the hill, in the batter's box, I mean, just an outstanding game. Talk to me about what you saw from the Rockets here tonight offensively.
You could tell they were ready for it. The Regaler and Cook kid, you could definitely tell right away off the bat. They came up and they both smoked the fastball right off, and that was something I wasn't used to. So I came off that inning, and Coach looked at me and said, "Well, we're gonna have to be creative with them because they're ready for the fastball." And even through the order, I know those guys are number 1 and 2, but through the order they are pretty well all around. So kind of had to be creative with all of them, and I, up on the mound, I was really comfortable with my slider and off speed, so that was a good thing to see. But just, once I got up there, got my groove, it was pretty easy to keep going.
Absolutely. This game here tonight, Arweva was battling back really well against you guys too. They got their bats going and they got their offense going, but you guys really started to stride out with those 3 runs scored. You got intentionally walked first. They wouldn't want to mess with you at one point. I wanted to ask you too, you got almost a perfect inning. You went out, you hit that RBI double. I mean, just an outstanding kind of run for you. So talk about that almost perfect inning and then that at bat afterwards. What was kind of going through your head?
Just coming off an inning like that, I mean, your adrenaline's already running, and we had seen the kid for once through the batting order, so I knew to just be ready for it. I figured he was going to throw a lot of off speed, and he did, but I just waited on my fastball, and once I got my fastball, I jumped on it and got us going. And then guys behind me did a great job tonight. I know, like you said, I got intentionally walked, and I had that double was at the beginning of the inning, and
yep.
And the guys behind me really did a great job of getting runs through. Because even at the top too, I think we had a couple there too. So that was big, and like you said, they jumped out in front, so it was good to get those couple runs in.
Absolutely, and I see that the passion that you have out on the field. I see you celebrating at the end of games and celebrating big plays with your guys. Talk to me about this team. Obviously, there's 4 seniors on this team this year, a lot of younger guys that are playing. What has it been like development-wise for this team this season?
Yeah, development for this team has been huge. I mean, as today we had 2 8th graders in the lineup, so this is a group of guys that every day it's fun to get it to practice, and they're just a joy to be around. And as you said, we got 4 seniors, and unfortunately, Brody Blum got hurt in the trainer game, and he's kind of out, and that's a big hit for us.
Yeah.
He's a big kid, big leadoff hitter, and he's just a great kid out on the field too. He's good motivation out there, and he still is in the dugout as he's here tonight. And but like you said, there's a lot of young guys there, and they've all stepped up to the plate big time this year, and I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else.
Talk about the game. Of course, you either face Kingsley Pearson, River Valley. That game playing here tonight. Kingsley Pearson's kind of the favorite.
Yeah.
They're the big dogs here. What's your thought process behind that game and potentially either of the other teams?
I've been asked that a couple times, and to be honest with you, I haven't really looked into them too much. I was focused on tonight, and let's go get this win, and we'll see on Tuesday. And I feel like if we come in and play our best baseball, and I know I won't be able to throw, but I got so much confidence in the guys behind me on the mound that we'll be okay.
Absolutely.
We'll fight with anybody. So.
Absolutely. Well, Max, congratulations. Nice win here today. You defeat Arweva. Good luck in the next round against either Kingsley Pearson or River Valley.
Thanks, Tyler.
Absolutely. Max Nielsen again joining us here. We'll switch the mics over to head coach Jeremy Nielsen here for tonight. And Coach, again, what a great win against a very tough, gritty Arweva team tonight. It must feel great to get this win and get on to the next round.
Yeah, it is. But, hats out to Austin. He did a nice job with those guys. And, I know he had a couple guys that were kind of banged up there, too.
Yep.
So, he did a real nice job with those young guys. And hats off to that. The Connor that threw the game, he kept us off balance there for quite a while. I was getting pretty worried, and then we had to get a little creative to start getting the ball rolling. So, they're a tough team, and they come to battle. I mean, they got some players. That Regaler kid and the Cook kid, and the Kirsch kid that was on the mound was a pretty good ball player too. So. Hats off to them. But I really like how our guys really fought and battled, and And obviously I could tell, like, first 2 bats, I could see that they had the pitching machine cranked up and they were ready to go for the fastball. They were sitting all over it. And so we did something different. We started going the change-ups, and then we started going slider and the curveball. So tried to get them off balance, and then we came back to the fastball later in the game and kind of started pitching them a little differently, going inside instead of on the outside corner. So Max did a real nice job of hitting the spots and doing that. So. But we also had good defense behind him too. So I mean, Lane and Ben made some great plays up the middle, and Trey and Coop does a great job behind the plate. And he never really gets any recognition, but he's probably one of the better catchers we've had here at IKM-Manning. So all in all, it's probably a team game, team win, and boy, I don't being a young coach, I didn't know what to do with a couple of different things, So I called a good friend of mine from Harlan, and Steve Degas. He goes, "You can't play Tuesday if you don't win Saturday. So don't even talk, don't even look at Kingsley, don't look at anything there. Just go out there and try to win there, and then figure out on Tuesday." So so I don't really know anything about these 2 teams, so we're gonna stick around and kind of watch them and see what their swing patterns are and stuff like that, and like I said, got a bunch of group of fighters, so we'll see what happens, and go out there and play hard and get creative and find some ways to score runs. So.
And we talked about it just quickly about Max too. This is kind of a younger team. You got some 8th graders out playing, some freshmen. Talk about their development in practice. Obviously, throughout this season, you guys have had a lot of tough battles, but it must feel great to get this win, especially get those guys who have such good defensive innings.
Yeah, like Ben and Davis are 8th graders playing. I mean, Davis normally plays JV, but Brody's our normal center fielder. So Davis did a nice job at the plate. He made a couple of mistakes out there in center field. You got to learn to go back first instead of go forward, and it didn't burn him twice. But he'll learn, and first time underneath the stage, it'll happen. So. It's nice that it didn't bite us in the butt, but we'll work on it there in practice this week and get it going. But the older guys, they've really bought in this year. Like Caden Berry and Trayton Berry, they come, they're fighters. They're not going to go down easy, and they're going to play hard. So
absolutely,
and that's what kind of guys I like to have, gritty guys on my team that'll go out there and battle with anybody. So
absolutely. Well, Coach, again, congratulations, big win here at Kingsley. Good luck in the next round. Hopefully, we'll see you then.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.